All right, I got here a 2021 Transit that the shop replaced the computer with a used one, and they want me to program it. Now, I did not diagnose this computer at all. I think I had a problem. I think it had something to do with a misfire, but I am not diagnosing it at all. I'm just programming it. So I got to hook up a maintainer. All right, so let me hook this up. That goes there. That goes there. I'm not going to use it comes with a battery temperature sensor, but the battery's under the seat in this one. We got my generator up. All right, I got it running. I'm gonna plug this in. All right, turn on the top down. All right, so the battery voltage it's reading the battery voltage. It's 11.8 volts. Now it's giving 13.4 volts, and it's putting in 13 amps. All right, so this is the original computer. Using my Ford VCM i2. Now this, I think, uses FDRS. So you don't have to use a Ford. I'm not using IDS, which needs to have a Ford interface. I think you can use any pass-through device. I just have the Ford, so I'm going to use it. All right, let me just show you while I was waiting for this to load. So this thing is not going to start. All right, so I'm going to keep key on engine off. I'm logging into FDRS. Independent login. All right, now this takes a minute or two. It says updating. Now I'm not walking you through the whole system, how to install FDRS. If you want that, you can check out L1 Automotive Training from Keith. He has very good videos on programming. All right, login successful. That took quicker. I'm using the VCM2 wired. Okay, we're gonna click read VIN from vehicle. There's a VIN mismatch, so now we need the one. You see it's showing us that's the one in the PCM because it's used, and then there's another one in the PCM. So I'll just make sure that's my right VIN. 98004. Yep. Okay, so the one in the BCM is the correct VIN. Okay, it's correct. Continue. We're gonna go. Now the good thing about updating when in FDRS, you don't have to do any like turning the ignition off and letting it read the computer, not reading it properly. Here you could just, it lets you just program use. It lets you program use, no problem. But the downside is you need to use NASDF. So if you don't have NASDF, you're gonna have to get set up for that. Now even if you can't do keys, you could get NASDF as at least in New Jersey, as a diagnostic shop. If you look here, the voltage, keep batteries off, but we're at 13.2 volts, which is perfect. And let me just see how many amps this thing's pulling in. With the ignition on, it's pulling in 20 amps. Okay, looks like things are finally happening. Perfect. We're just gonna go straight into the toolbox. And over there, we're going to go to, under PCM, there should be something called Programmable, let's see, PMI. Okay, it's telling me I need a battery maintainer on, which I have. No, the original module is not installed. Should I install the original module? Let me install the original module. It'll be quicker. it will pull the data. Since this communicates, it will pull the data that I need. And then I won't have to rewrite the transmission data or whatever has to be. I'm just gonna pull this out. It's not screwed in anyway. Alright, let's say the original module is installed. Yes. So now it's going to pull data from the original module. Turn ignition off. Okay, install the new module now. I think all the other times where I had a program for computers, I'm talking about late model transits, they were dead. No communication. Okay, turn ignition to on, and here goes. It's going to install it now. All right, so I got to do 58 blocks. Oh, sorry, no, we're in block 1 of 2, but there's 58 steps in this one. Okay. Now it's going to erase all the old information in the computer. Alright, now it's doing blocks, 107 blocks. I remember this took a while. So we're already up to 19 out of 109, out of 107, sorry. Lots of sirens. Every time I video in the shop, there's just sirens the entire time. Alright, while this is going, I'm just gonna install this computer fully. Alright, that's in. Now, I usually don't take off the headlight when I change these, so now they'll put the headlight back on. Where we're holding here. 100 out of 107, okay. Alright, checking software download. Turn ignition off. Okay. Turn ignition to on. Alright, now it's going to configure the module. I'm assuming with the data it pulled initially from the first computer. Alright, push it off. Alright, the thing's still not going to start now because I have to do the parameter reset. I'll show you. Nothing happens. But what I do have to do is, alright, now over here, there's an option, PCM, relearn vehicle data, and it says here, force a previously configured PCM to relearn new configuration data, so that DTC will disappear. So that's what we're going to do right now. Run. Okay. Ignition on, engine off. Yes. Continue. Ignition off. Application finished. Perfect. So that's all you have to do now. It will erase that code. Okay, now we got to do the parameter reset. So we're gonna have to go into the passive anti-theft system. Now this I'm gonna turn the camera off because I have to put in my NASDAQ credentials. Okay, I got that information in. Alright, so now we just want to do a module initialization. Parameter reset. Select. Turn ignition to on, which it is. Matching Immobilizer modules between the PCM and BCM. And then after this I have to file a D1 form, which I got to get all the registration information and, you know, that stuff. Alright, turn ignition to off. Okay. Turn ignition to on. Okay. Now it's doing the PCM, ABS, and PCM. I don't know. I don't really care. It does the job. Ignition off. Procedure complete. Now we're going to exit. Select. Application finished. Okay. Now this car should start. And it does. It's running. Is it misfiring? Doesn't feel like it. I think they already changed the coil and the wire or something was shorted. I don't know. That's the whole procedure. Now I'm just going to run a, once I got that running, I'm going to run a self-test again in the PCM, see if we can clear the codes. Put the car key on, engine off. We're just going to do the PCM because the PCM is going to have codes because that light's not plugged in. Alright, run selected test. Alright, so this transmission fluid temperature sensor at a self-test range, which is fine. These cars always have codes, but everything else cleared. Alright, let's start this. Let me just go to misfire monitor. I want to see if it sees any misfires. Alright, it's definitely not a dead miss like they said it was before, so I think they were right and it was a bad computer. Just a program procedure. I was here for about 35 minutes, so I'll definitely speed this up in the video. I'm going to cut out a lot of parts that were just sitting there waiting. Alright, thanks for watching.